In any injury where you've got catastrophic bleeding, there is a chance that the dog could lose or the cat could lose enough blood that it could be fatal. The best thing you can do in this situation, you know you've got to get to the vets because that's the only way you're going to fix this situation, but you need to do something immediately to try and stem the bleeding or stop it if you can. In a lot of cases, direct pressure on that wound or wherever the bleeding is coming from will slow the bleeding down or stop it. In severe bleeds, that won't be enough and you will need to use something else to stop that bleeding. There are different bandages, different gauzes that you can use that will try and clot the blood and form a blood clot, temporary, to stop that bleeding, give you a little bit more time to get to the vets before that animal bleeds out. The other thing you can do, if you have the knowledge and if you have been shown by the vet how to do this, you can try and stop the bleeding by applying pressure above the bleed. So effectively using a tourniquet to try and shut off the blood supply to that area, maybe a limb, wherever, where you're bleeding from. If you have an internal bleed, you won't be able to do that, and the best thing you can do is just treat your dog for shock, keep them warm, and get them to that vet's as quickly as you can. So in situations where an animal does have a catastrophic bleed, you will need to look at the situation and calm other people down that may be around it. And in order to treat that animal and give it the appropriate first aid, you may well need to try and restrain the animal. It is worth doing that and not leaving it, because if you do leave it, then that animal could die. So in that situation, if you cannot get access to that bleed very easily, you may need to muzzle the dog and maybe get some people to help you hold the dog while you're applying that pressure in order to stop that bleed.